So your slabs are rolled out, they firmed up a little bit overnight, and now they're more of a leather hard. And you'll be able to tell the difference between plastic and leather hard. If you pick something up that's leather hard, it's really not gonna bend or morph at all. So if your slabs are still a little on the damp side, just unbag them, let them sit for maybe 20, 30 minutes, and then you're ready to transfer. Looking at the surface, if it looks like you need to do any little bit of last minute smoothing, instead of using the blue plastic rib again, I would use just a little water on a fingertip, carefully blend over the areas that you think might need to be blended, and then really you're ready to transfer. So I'm gonna untape what I've got from my sheet of sketch paper with a pair of scissors, because I don't want a ton of excess just built up around. I'm gonna cut out around this. And then I'm gonna transfer this twice. Once on both slabs. So I have my thinner slab here, which is more of my detail pieces. That's gonna be what I'm gonna cut everything out of this. And then I've got my thicker slab, which is gonna be the backing piece. So I'm gonna lay them same direction, pretty close, side by side. Last little bit of smoothing. Okay. So I've inked this side of it. That's gonna be the side that I press firmly against the surface. So I'm gonna hold this down with one hand, and then using the curved edge of this little wooden rib, or not wooden rib, sorry, this little wooden modeling tool, I'm gonna rub back and forth over the top of all the lines, over the top of all my designs. Get every little bit of this on here. Okay, now, very carefully, nice and slow, I'm gonna peel this up, leaving the first transfer. I'm gonna quickly set this right back down. Now, if you notice that on the second transfer, it just doesn't look like that ink is showing up, you may have to peel this off and you may have to ink it one more time. But if you move quickly, you should be able to get at least a faint outline of what you need. And that's all I need, especially on this thicker slab. Since it's just gonna be the backing piece, I'm not gonna be cutting anything out of this. The only reason I'm gonna transfer anyway is so that after I cut my small pieces out, I know exactly where on here to place them. All right. And then, up and off, perfect, I got them both. Okay, so, knowing that I was not able to send you home with an X-Acto knife, you could use something as simple as like a pocket knife around the house, a steak knife, a butter knife. Well, a butter knife probably isn't gonna be quite sharp enough. But if you do have an X-Acto knife, I would recommend using it for all the rest of your cutting. Now, I wanna let both of these firm up just a little bit more before I do my detailed cuts. So all I'm gonna do right now is remove a little bit of the excess. So carefully, and I'm not cutting right up against the edge of my pieces, but I'm cutting, leaving a little bit of excess space. I'm gonna trim this down so that I can get them both back onto that same board again. Bag them for about 20, 30 minutes, and then they're gonna be ready to do some real trimming and some real cutting out. Remember, the thicker slab is gonna be your backing plate, the piece that all of the others get attached to, and the thinner one is gonna be what you cut your detail pieces out of. All right, so I've got them both, thinner slab here, thicker slab here. I'm gonna put them on a board, let them firm up for about 20, maybe 30 more minutes, and then from my thinner slab, I'm ready to start doing all of my detail cutting.